A very warm welcome to you. It's a pleasure to have you for company on this edition of the program. As you know, this is where you get first-hand information about events and happenings in the financial sector of the nation's economy. My name is Faith Wadi. On this edition of the program, we'll kick off by bringing you the concluding part of our exclusive interview with the Director General of the Nigerian Insurance Association, NIA, Mr. O.S. Thomas, where he gave an overview of the insurance industry performance in 2015, given all that is happening in the economy at the moment. On Insurance 101 this week, our focus will be on comprehensive business insurance, which is an ideal insurance coverage for small, medium businesses as well as professional services companies to mitigate their risk. Plus, we also bring you highlights of the 2015 NICOM seminar for insurance correspondents that took place recently in Benin City, the Edo State capital. As always, the annual seminar drew insurance correspondents from Lagos and Abuja, as well as top management team of the commission to Benin City for the two-day seminar. These are more what we have for you on the lineup this week, so I urge you as always to sit back, relax, and spend this time with us. But all the details are coming to you after this break. Please stay with us. Another, besides exchange rates and the oil price that's going down, another, I would say nightmare, another thing that is on the lips of every Nigerian is an election year.
Yeah.
So for the insurance industry, that should be big business.
Yeah.
Unlike other sectors.
I don't know. You see, the expenditure pattern during election, I'm not too sure. I don't know for the statisticians or Nigerian Statistics Society or what, how they be able to, record the expense structure of this period, because most of those things are not things that you can easily place your hand on. But I just know that there are a lot of activities going on in an election year. A lot of people are earning their daily living in some of the things that are happening. But I will tell you that for governance during election year, governance is usually at a very low level. And when you have governance at that level, you don't have the best from the system. You don't have the best from the system. So I wouldn't see anything that insurance will stand to specially benefit in time like this.
Politicians not providing covers for themselves.
They cover. If anything, they become more risky, bringing more risk to the portfolio. If anything, but so far so good. I think what we have experienced so far in terms of their campaign of the various parties, not much in terms of damage to the system and of course to the insurance sector. And we hope that during this campaign, during the election and post-election, we'll be able to, we will still experience a reasonable peace within this system. So I can't see any danger as such to the insurance sector. And I also know that there are some few exemptions in policies that cover civil commotion, riots, and all of that. Those ones adequately protect insurance in their covers. So if it happens in that way, I'm sure the insurance companies, because the implication is that if you have too much of that, the insurance company may not even be alive itself to start to settle claims. So those who crafted those provisions of the policy took that into consideration. But all said and done, I think we're going to have a very quiet election, and we look forward. Hopefully, we look forward to a very good one that is going to devoid of any form of bloodletting or crisis or something.
Okay, now moving on. Given all this we've talked about, what is the business outlook for the insurance industry in 2015?
Well, this is a year we are approaching with a lot of optimism. following from the various initiatives that some of them incepted in 2014, some before 2014. I'll start from the most recent, the oil and gas pool, we call it Energy and Allied Insurance Pool, has been established. It's going to be fully on course in 2015, which is going to increase the retention capacity of the local market. So we believe that a lot will be done in that area. Also, from the information I've gathered, the annuity market is doing quite well. Very much unlike before. Last year, I didn't remember to mention that. The annuity market, I was made to understand that was in the neighborhood of close to 60 billion. That is, although it's a scratch. It's a scratch compared to over a lot of funds that are released by the pension funds administrators. But all said and done, I think that's a good way to start, because I was made to understand that from the figures I got, that 60 billion is likely to be representing less than 10% of the amount of funds that should go by way of annuity. So the annuity in 2015, we believe, is going to do quite well. I've mentioned the issue of oil and gas. Then the other cases of the enforcement of other classes of business, with the renewed interest of the government, we believe that the level of enforcement and implementation of policies is going to go into full manifestation in 2015. So all said and done, it's going to be, we are looking for a dramatic, yes, we're going to look, likely to have a positive change in the performance of the market, because it's good that we are starting early in the sense that both the regulator and the operator, we started discussing on several issues. And I believe that those issues, if allowed, or when they come into full manifestation, is going to enhance the quality of service delivery, and also the return to the market is going to be quite higher than what we have experienced in the past years.
Okay. Now, in being optimistic about the business environment in 2015, as they say, you cannot continue to do something in the same way and expect a different result.
That's right.
So, what are the operators going to bring to the table to ensure that things are not done the way it used to be?
Yeah, I think if you don't, there's some issues that probably are being taken care of by individual companies. I'm aware that a lot of the companies are spending funds on capacity building, internal capacity building, looking at the various opportunities that are availing, that are projecting themselves forward. So, of course, insurance is a knowledge-based industry. So if they're able to with those things that were done in 2014, most of those, of course, capacity building is a continuous activity in any organization. But beyond that, the case of renewed determination for improved service delivery is in the lips of all the operators. And of course, the association itself has been talking to one, and we've been talking to each other on the need to increase or to improve on the service delivery. Of course, that is going to command attraction of the public once they know that they have a benefit from what they are offered. They naturally will want to go into that direction. Of course, we also the commission, the National Insurance Commission, they are doing a lot to put the industry on track in terms of ensuring the sustainability of policies, and also to ensure that the market goes in the right direction, protect the interests of policyholders, ensure that the businesses are done as they ought to be done. I believe those ones are going to assist what will happen in 2015. Just like you said, some of the things that have hindered policy growth, business growth in the past, have been done away with. We believe that with some of these things I've mentioned, we are going to have, not likely, we are going to have a better 2015.
Okay, let me just stick a little bit with the oil and gas business.
Yeah.
We've heard a lot of talk about capacity, retention, and all of that. What is different this time around?
Yeah, what is different this time now is the fact that we had a pool that never worked. Nigerian Oil and Energy Pool. It worked to a point and stopped working.
Why did it stop working?
It stopped working because I think they had issues with the management. First, it was internally managed by those who are members of the pool, so it has issues. But what we have done is to learn the lessons from that pool and now establish another pool, the Energy and Allied Insurance Pool. This pool that has been established, it took us quite a while to get through the Corporate Affairs Commission in registering the pool, because of course there are a lot of changes that are taking place in when you are trying to establish such an organization or such a pool. So I want to believe that with the policies that have been taken, the pool is going to be improve on what we had in the past. A lot of things that happened to the previous pool, we are going to avoid that in this present pool. Then we have an external manager of the pool. African Re has been appointed as the manager of the pool, which is quite different from what it was before. And a lot of things, as I'm speaking, the management board of the pool has been established with the MD of Custodian, Mr. Wale Oshin, as the chairman of the pool. Of course, you know their pedigree in oil and gas, so they have what it takes to lead that group. So a lot of things the association is putting in place, and of course sensitization of the oil and gas industry is quite important for us, and that has commenced. So we're really going to pursue this, because this is an area where, as a nation, we have comparative advantage, and we want to, as an industry, we want to take advantage of this and see what we can get from it. While delivering service, we also want to see the benefit that can accrue to the insurance market.
Comprehensive business insurance is an insurance coverage for small to medium businesses and professional service companies. This insurance provides coverage that best suits the insurance requirements of these companies in a one-stop document. The insurance policy is in sections, and the insured is at liberty to choose the sections he or she requires. Section 1. Motor insurance. Motor insurance provides compensation to the insured for accidental loss of or damage to the insured vehicle as a result of fire damage, lightning, malicious damage, and theft. It also provides compensation to the insured against all sums which the insured become legally liable to pay at common law or under statute in respect of death or injury caused to third party property damage with a defined limit. Section 2. Office content insurance. Fire, burglary, and all risk. Fire insurance covers office contents against loss, damage, or expense arising from major fire, explosion, and lightning, and special perils, earthquake impacts, burst pipes, floods, etc. Fire insurance also covers loss of rent. Burglary insurance covers theft of office contents as a result of forcible and violent entry to the exits from the insured premises. It covers loss of or damage to the insured property as a result of theft or attempt threat, and also damage to insured building in an attempt to steal the properties insured. All risk insurance covers the contents such as computers, laptops, generators, mobile phones, and other movable and fragile equipment while in transit or temporarily housed anywhere in Nigeria. Section 3. Group Personal Accident Insurance, GPA. Group Personal Accident Insurance provide cover for the bodily injury caused solely and directly by accidental, violent, external and visible means, which injury shall solely and independently of any cause result to death and disablement. The benefits available under this policy include the following: death, a lump sum to be determined by the insured; permanent disability, a lump sum to be determined by the insured; temporary total disability, weekly benefits for maximum of 104 weeks; medical expenses, a lump sum to be determined by the insured.
Alright, welcome back. Moving on, we bring you highlights of the NICOM seminar for insurance correspondents that took place recently in Benin City, the Edo State capital. As always, the seminar drew insurance correspondents from Lagos and Abuja, as well as top management team of NICOM to Benin City for the two-day seminar. Speaking during the opening dinner, the Commissioner for Insurance, Mr. Fola Daniel, stated that the Commission is working to increase capacity of intermediaries in the sales and distribution of insurance products and services in Nigeria.
The National Insurance Commission, NICOM, recently held its annual seminar for insurance correspondents in Benin City, the Edo State capital. This seminar with the theme Transforming the Nigerian Insurance Sector, the 3-year agenda, is the 7th in the series. In attendance were insurance correspondents from Lagos and Abuja. In a show of solidarity for the Commission seminar for journalists were top management team of the Commission led by Mr. Fola Daniel, Commissioner for Insurance. Delivering his keynote address at the opening dinner, the Commissioner for Insurance, Fola Daniel, stated that the Commission is working to harmonize and increase intermediaries in the sale and distribution of insurance products.
We are breaking out of the box. We've looked at other jurisdictions and you can have several intermediaries outside the brokers, outside the agents. As a matter of fact, the brokers here are merchants. They are wholesalers. Okay? And that's why wisely they go after NPC and the big ticket insurances. But at the grassroots they are not there. In other societies, what kind of intermediaries do we have? All motor companies that I know in UK, or everyone that's selling a motor vehicle is an agent of an insurance company. So you buy a motor vehicle, even licenses, nothing in this country that you find people buy a brand new vehicle and you can drive it on the road one hour. Elsewhere you can't do it. You buy a vehicle in the US, right from the garage, the number plates that are fixed to it, insurance is part of the deal. So you don't drive out without any of this. So the motor garages are potential agents of insurance companies.
The current transformation agenda is offering the insurance industry the opportunity to readjust its governance, operational structures, and leverage on the interest and support provided in the policy direction of the Commission. In his presentation on the roadmap for transforming the insurance sector in Nigeria, Mr. Barinika Thompson, Director Inspectorate, NICOM, said that the 4-point agenda set for the industry at the summit is all tied together.
The first of the proposed 4-point plan was enforcement of public interest compulsory insurance. The second was to deliver jobs and skills training. You can see where both brokers and agency comes in, and when income for insurance institutions are improved and increased, and they need to build and add more capacity to be able to do bigger business, what will it lead to? Employment. And in the process, they will also continue to train and give expertise, okay, to the personnel that they have employed or engaged. So these all work, and you can see that if you make reference to the plan that I show you, you will discover that they fit in one area or the other. Now, the third one was to build consumer trust and public awareness. And you recall the words of the Honorable Commissioner last night, where somebody asked, what are the factors that choke you, hit you, make you feel the most in driving insurance regulation and operation in this country? And he mentioned consumer trust and what? Public awareness. Was it not true? Yes. That's it.
As expected, the seminar provided a platform for journalists to express their views about the annual seminar.
Sincerely, I want to say that this program has been very impactful. If you look at the faces you are seeing here today, I'm sure there are many of them we didn't see here 7 years or 6 years back. What this tells us is that we continue to witness mobility, among our membership. Many of us have left the insurance bit to corporate institutions. In fact, in the last 1 year, we had about 2 or 3 people left the bit to join the corporate world. We have some in Pencom, we have some in NCRIB, like that. And this tells you that new people are joining us year in, year out.
The yearly seminar for insurance correspondents by the National Insurance Commission has remained a platform for reassessing relationship with each other, and in the process explore new ways for forging stronger bonds of cooperation and collaboration between members of the press and the Commission.
Alright, that's the time on this edition of the program. I do hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I always say here, for comments, questions, observations, do feel free to get in touch with us on 017763981 or 08033357879, or better still, send us an email, almond4xx@yahoo.com or almondproduction@gmail.com. You can also visit us on our website, almondreports.com. Like us on our Facebook page, Almond Finance and Wealth Reports, and view past episodes of this program on our YouTube channel, Almond Reports TV. Join us every Wednesday by 9:45 a.m. live on Niger FM 102.7 for our Pidgin English program called Waiting Insurance They Do Serve. For those of you who have been following us on this channel, join us every Monday by 11 p.m. as we move to our brand new time belt on Silverbird Television /DSTV channel 252. My name is Faith Uwode. Until same time, same station next week, do have yourselves a wonderful time. Bye-bye.